My pro tip is on the importance of throwing lightweight drivers. This past season, 2019, I hurt my finger. It's requiring me to do a funny thing where I have to add tape to hold the fingers together. The buddy taping helps protect the knuckle that's injured, and I had to change my game a little bit in the process. After switching to the lightweight discs, I learned that you can really throw any weight of disc in any type of wind if you learn how to control your angles. I started out with something understable, something lightweight, something that would come out of my hand easily, especially after taking so much time off to rest the injury. I really like the TL3. Flies the exact same way in a headwind as it does in a tailwind. It does the same thing every single time. It's straight. It's awesome. Choosing those slower speed discs, and by disking down to a lighter weight, the disc tells me the mistakes I'm making and I have to correct them with my form and with my timing. So it's allowed me to really master the flight of the disc instead of letting the disc dictate, do whatever it wants no matter what my form is or how, poor it may be. It's a 8-speed disc, and it's a 0-1 for turn and fade, which means it's pretty straight. And when I pick discs, I like the flight numbers to be around -1, 0 or +1 and not much farther outside of that unless you're looking for a utility disc. So loving the TL3 right now. It's probably my favorite disc. The second disc, this is a disc I'm going to be throwing a lot on wide open courses because it has so much glide, is the ROADRUNNER. I'm throwing this in 158 Star Plastic. It goes so far if you can monitor your angle control. It just holds the ante line forever. Dead straight on a hyzer flip line. I can throw it flat and it'll turn a little bit and come back. It's my go-to disc right now for wide open distance type shots. It has so much glide. For utility discs, I have one overstable disc in my bag for the most part, and it is the FIREBIRD. This is a 158. It's super flat. I thought going into the lighter weights of the FIREBIRDs that I was going to deal with flippy issues, but this thing is board flat and it is so overstable. It's almost comical because I thought it was going to be light as a feather, but I can throw it into a ripping headwind even at 158 and it just crushes left. And that is not because I have wimpy arm speed. Like, this thing is a beefcake, and it does exactly what I need it to, which is be very reliable and get a bunch of flash skip if that's what I'm looking for. I am throwing a 158 Star Thunderbird, and I thought it was going to be a little bit flippier because of how much lighter it is, but just like the FIREBIRD, it is so beefy. It's almost too beefy. It does exactly what I want it to. I can rip on it, and it won't crash out like a FIREBIRD still. It'll get a little bit of glide. Love this thing. So the last one that I use, and this is only if it's super intense headwind or if I'm really trying to rip over on the disc. This is a 162 Star Destroyer. It has a little bit of bubbly in the rim. And even though it's lightweight, even though it's got the bubbles in the rim, it still is so overstable, and it'll hold a line for a really long time. I threw it into a headwind today and had absolutely no problem with it coming back, even with no height. So if you're having a little bit of trouble with pain on the course, if you're having trouble with your shoulder, your elbow, your hip, anything like that, try looking into lightweight plastic. It will help hone in your angle control. It will take a lot of strain off your muscles, especially if you're playing all the time. It will help impress yourself with how far they can go. Like, really, you can put less power on it, less effort, more control, and they just zoom. So if you're looking for a change of pace, a little bit easier on your body, lightweight discs are the way to go. I'm super happy with it.